Yeah, it's working now. All right, we back again. Salakia, Satan was hinder us, and again we want to give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakah, Kodash. All right, let's all praise to the Most High in the name of His Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. We want to say Shalom, Mabarakim, Lapakarim, Shayasha Allah, which is peace and blessings to the elect of Israel, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel, known as Great Millstone in these times. All right, we're going to try and get through some of Matthew's the 10th chapter here, as long as my battery can stay alive. I think the problem was when I plugged my phone in to the charger to keep it going that it affected the YouTube. So let's go ahead and start it, brother.
All right, this is Matthew 10:1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness.
Right, which we've received the same spirit. All right, brothers have healed each other on low levels with spiritual power, and we've rebuked demons and casted out demons through the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai on the highways and byways and in houses, man. All right, go ahead.
And all manner of diseases.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, and James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, Philip and
Bartholomew,
Timotheus, and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbeus, whose surname is Thaddeus.
Right, which these are all Greek names, you know. These are all Greek names that they had, all right, but they weren't Greeks, they were Israelites. Go ahead.
Simon the Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him.
Right, which Simon, he wasn't a Canaanite, he was just a citizen of Canaan. All right, these were all the 12 disciples were all Israelites. Go ahead.
These 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and command them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans. Enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, and we're supposed to continue in that. All right, we don't go to areas where it's heavily populated by heathens, because this word is not sent to the heathens. The Lord Yahweh Shai just told us that we're not to go in those ways. Go find the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, according to prophecy. Go ahead.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the leprous, raise the dead.
Raise the dead.
Raise the dead. Cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
Right, that's why we don't charge for this truth, man. All right, we give this out free. We received it freely, so we're going to give it out freely. And we are cleansing the lepers and raising the dead, and it's coming back in another form, because you have people who are spiritually dead, you know. It says in Proverbs 21:16, he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So when we bring them to life, it's through these scriptures. That's how we raise them up. Go ahead.
Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purse, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes nor yet staves. For the workman is worthy of his meat.
Right, that's why we are supposed to be paying tithes and giving alms to the men that teach us, man. And what Yahweh Shai is saying here is that you need to have faith. Don't worry about it. All right, the Spirit is going to sustain you. Go ahead.
And verse 11, and into whosoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it.
Right, and we always do that. When we link up with brothers or go to another brother's city or a town, we always salute brothers with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakah Kadash. Go ahead.
And if the house be worthy, let your peace come unto it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
Mm-hmm. Right, because not everybody's worthy of these pearls. Yahweh Shah said, "Cast not your pearls before swine," and if they don't receive it, then you dust it off, man. You send up a curse on it.
Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the in the day of judgment than for that city.
Right, because we have power. We're in the times where we're coming into the times where we're going to have power to call fire down from heaven. And that's what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So it's saying that Sodom and Gomorrah is more tolerable than the cities that we shake the dust off in these times. All right, we have to understand that power that's been given to us, man, from Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai, he cursed the fig tree, and then when the disciples came back and they seen that he cursed the fig tree, they had seen the roots was all dried up, and they was just like, yo, wow, look, Yahweh Shai, the root, the tree is dead, and he was just like, look, if you ask for anything, then you believe, it's going to be given unto you.
Come. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 16 out of Matthew, the 10th chapter. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Mm-hmm. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Right, meaning be circumspect. All right, we have to be salty with our speech. Go ahead.
But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the council, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake.
Right, and that's what's going on right now. You see the way they slander us. All right, they put our faces up. They're doing things, making personal attacks on brothers, and very soon it's going to get to the point where they're going to be calling the authorities on us. They're going to seek Esau. They're going to try and treat us the way that Yahweh Shai was treated. All right, they're actually going to try and deliver us up to get killed, man. So we had to come in that mindset. Keep going on. What verse you at?
18.
Come.
For a testimony against them and the Gentiles. Verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak.
Right, have faith. Here it is. He's in so many words right now. He's saying have faith. Go ahead.
For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
Right, that's why, when you first go out on the highways and byways, you may bring precepts with you. But after a while, when you get into the spirit, you may have something that you want to say, but the spirit will totally switch it up and want something else to come out. And you're right, the spirit just starts flowing. And that's why it's important to read and study and listen to the videos, man. All right, so that the Lord can speak through you, And you can tell when somebody has the spirit. You can tell when somebody's in the spirit and when somebody's just faking it, We ain't faking this thing, man. We are wholeheartedly into this truth. Go ahead.
For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Mm-hmm.
And the brother shall deliver up his brother to death.
Mm-hmm.
And the father the child, and the child shall rise up against their parents,
mm-hmm.
and cause them to be put to death.
Right, that's just like he's reiterating what the prophet Micah said. This is Micah 7:5. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put no confidence in a guide, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. It says, for the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. So talking about your brothers, expect your family members to go against you, man. Remember, anybody who's not in this truth or on the highways and byways doing this work with you, you have to look at them like, okay, this person is the adversary, until proven otherwise, And continue on, Akia.
Verse 22. And ye shall be hated and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Right, so you wonder why everybody thinks we're crazy, and they talk all kinds of crazy stuff about us. All right, they don't hate us, they hate Yahweh Shai. They hate that name Yahweh Shai. That's why when you read in the book of Acts that they were the high priest, the wicked scribes and Pharisees at the time, they were stressing to the apostles not to teach in that name anymore. Peter and them were getting beat because of the name Yahweh Shai, and he warned them during this great commission.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another.
Right, and we always do that, and I admonish Akim to do that too. The younger brothers, you may just be starting up your camp. You know, if they're not receiving you and you're catching hell in that particular part of town, go find another pond to fish in, man. If it ain't no fish over there, stop fishing there. You know, be circumspect and be wise in the spirit, and know that you need to get up and leave, like Yahweh Shai is telling us. Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Jerusalem, of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
till the Son of Man become, until the Son of Man become.
Right, and Yahweh Shai obviously isn't here yet, so that means we have a lot of work to do. If you could read that verse again, bro.
Verse 23. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another.
Mm-hmm.
For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the city of Israel till the Son of Man be come.
Right, meaning there's more Israelites that need to wake up, you know? More of the elect that needs to be sealed. And just from speaking experience here, this brother knows, man, we were uptown for a little while, then we were downtown.
Yeah.
You know, we was on the west side at one point in time. We was in the middle in the heart of the city, and now we came back to the heart of the city, you know. But we've been to multiple places in DC. Hell, there's a district in DC where they said if we even show up, they're not even gonna ask us what's going on. They're gonna pull up the panty wagon and just lock all of us up. You know, hey, we're living in them times, man. Because remember, the NDAA is in effect, the National Defense Authorization Act, where they can just lock you up and not tell you what's going on indefinitely. You know. But the point is that we have work to do, man. That we haven't gone over all the cities of Israel, all right? And keep going, Akia.
The disciple is not above his master,
Mm-hmm.
nor the servant above his Lord.
Right, so I don't know why these niggas are so proud, you know, acting like they came up with these breakdowns, calling themselves in the truth. When a little tribulation comes, now they want to jump ship.
Yeah.
See, you're not greater than Yahweh Shai. If you're not getting beat in front of all Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and getting dragged in public and then crucified, you ain't got shit to be proud about, man. All right, you didn't suffer that. You're not greater than Yahweh Shai. But guess what? If you want to act like and you want to follow him, guess what? You need to prepare your mind for temptation and for suffering and for tribulation. This is what Yahweh Shai is telling us. Can you read that verse again, Ak?
Okay, verse 24. The disciple is not above his master,
Mm-hmm.
nor the servant above his Lord.
Mm-hmm.
It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord.
Mm-hmm.
If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Right. They called the one who is supposed to deliver us Satan. You know, so how much what do we expect to be called in these times, man? You know, they call us demons, they call us that we doing this work for filthy lucre's sake. They call us bums, you know, bumalites and stuff like that, you know. That's nothing. That's nothing. Their words mean nothing, man. All right, the Lord said he made our faces hard against their faces. And be not afraid of, though we dwell with scorpions and vipers, be not afraid of them. You want to say something?
Yeah, because, you know, the people words, they don't mean jack crap to us, you know. The
Right.
brothers that are in the midst of the spirit, their words mean something to us.
Right. Go ahead, Ark. Yep.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered
Right. La'ah yarah, man. Fear not. Go ahead.
that shall not be revealed.
Right, and everything's surfacing right now. As you notice, the wicked's becoming more wicked.
Right.
A lot of the things that these niggas are doing out here in YouTube land is being more prevalent. It's being brought to the surface. You know, how they're operating, who's the demons that are helping them. And then on the other side of the spectrum is being revealed who the true men of the Lord are. You know? So as the time draws near, everything's going to serve us to light. And that's the beautiful thing about this truth, man. You know? Everything gets purged. There's a sifting process going on right now. If you could read that verse again, Akia.
Verse 26. Fear not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid.
Right. Go ahead.
That shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light.
Right. We don't hold no punches, man. If we know a breakdown and we know these scriptures, we're gonna bring it to the forefront. Unlike these secret societies and these other guys, you know, Nate, you got the closed classes.
Oh, come.
You know what I'm saying? ISUPK, you go to their classes and they're patting you down and shit, making sure you don't have no listening devices. You know what I mean? Nah, we don't operate like that, man. Obviously, you can see we going live right now.
Right.
And then on the highways and byways, we bringing it out every week. These other guys ain't doing that. All right, they're putting the light, like it says in Matthew's the 5th chapter. Let me get that.
I can say something.
Yeah, come on, go ahead while I'm getting this out.
Yeah, those Freemasons, if you ever ask what their stuff is all about, they tell you, well, you got to come here, or they'll tell you something to that effect, to where you have to go somewhere, and then they'll have like some fucking meeting or some bullshit.
Right. Now this is Matthew 5 and 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world." All right, that light of the world is talking about the elect of Israel. That's the cosmos. All right, not talking about all these heathens in the whole entire inhabited world. It says, "A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." All right, so if you light a candle and you put it under a bushel or under the table, the bush gonna catch on fire, the table gonna catch on fire, everything's gonna crumble because you didn't put the light in the right place. All right. Now it says, verse 16, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Because it's not about us, it's about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's who the glory and the light is coming from. All right, from that entity, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and Yahushua Baruch HaKadosh. All right, that through the power of the Holy Spirit, which are these words. Go ahead, Art.
Verse 27, "What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the air, that preach ye unto the housetops.
Right.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul."
Right, you got to believe what Yahushua is telling us, man. We believe this. We don't fear these people, man. We don't fear anything in this world. The only thing we fear is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. That's why we always pray, please don't take the spirit off of us. Like it says in Psalms the 51st chapter. You know, because that's a terrible thing. Go ahead, Doctor.
"But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered."
Right, that's powerful, man. That means the Lord is using his angels to watch over us. We can't count our hair follicles. There's millions of them. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua knows them, just like he knows his elect. That's why it's important for us to do this work, man. Because it's not like America's just going to keep on going and we're never going to find the elect. No, they're out there. We just have to do the work. The Lord knows the number of them. So we got to have faith and continue in this thing. Keep doing this work.
If I could say something.
Come on, all right.
Yeah, there's, Esau's applying that pressure, and then eventually, I used to be a mechanic, and then you keep applying pressure to something and keep applying pressure, something's going to eventually break. That was it.
And purge and make it better, you know.
Okay.
Depending on what you're applying pressure to, because if you apply pressure to coal, it makes diamonds. You know.
There you go.
Go ahead, Art.
Fear, verse 31. "Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father,
Right. Go ahead, Salakia.
which is in heaven.
Right, that's why we start off all our shows by declaring the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And before we start our camps, let me get this precept in Psalms. This is Psalms, one of my favorite precepts, 22 and 22. Psalms 22 and 22. I will declare thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. All right, so you can't hold back the name. Like you got Nate. He holds back the name. Or then you got guys who know the name, but they're using it in the wrong fashion. You know what I'm saying? All right, they're going to be judged for that. Because if you declare the name, the Lord said he's going to present you before the Father, man. Go ahead, Akir.
Verse 33, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Right, like this nigga who just came out, Tazawan. How is he denying Yahushua? By casting off the tribulation, going back into the world and doing worldly shit, man. You know? That's how you deny Yahushua. Not only just by denying his name, but the works that he told us to do. All right, trying to and not having faith, man. Those are the two things: the faith and the works. Mm-hmm. You know. Go ahead.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Mm-hmm. I come not to send peace, but a sword. Right.
So you Christians, you got it misconceived, man. You got the conception misconceived. All you do is talk about motivational speeches in churches, love, love, love. Just hella imbalance, man. There's no balance. You know, growing up, all you hear is nice things in church. You don't hear the bad stuff. This is in red letter. Yahweh Shai is saying this. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. He's coming to tear shit up, man, to be quite frank. All right? It's like in Peter said, what manner of man ought you to be, knowing that the heavens are going to be on fire and Yahweh Shai is bringing war. Okay. They got all these things on the books to lock people up and put them in concentration camps, to starve people out, you know? That's Yahweh Shai bringing the sword. The sword comes in many fashions. And Yahweh Shai also said, him that doesn't want me to reign over him, bring him hither and cut him asunder, all right? Roughly paraphrasing in Luke. So you have a lot of guys like that. And the power to reign over him means the authority that he set up on earth, man. We are apostles and elders of great millstone is the ruling class of the nation of Israel right now. All right. If you're not coming up unto that authority and that doctrine, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. He's not dealing with you, and you're gonna receive that sword. You continue on, Akir. Come on.
I guess they must have skipped that scripture when he's coming back with a sword. Because if someone comes to if someone tells you, "Look, I'm coming to your house, not with peace, but with a gun," you know, it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to prepare yourself for that? You know. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna continue reading in Matthew 10 and 35.
Come.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
So early in the chapter, the Lord told us that the brothers are going to deliver us up. Your man's enemies, or he's gonna read it. He's reiterating what Micah was saying. He's telling you these things are going to happen, and then he's also telling you that, look, my spirit is the one that's doing it. He's the one causing the sifting. All right, he's the one that's putting the spirit out of the house of David being rebuilt. Not everybody is a part of that house. There's division amongst all of our families. That's why it says one of a household, two of a city. You know, the elect are going to scarcely be saved, man. Yeah. Scarcely be saved because of this. What Yahweh Shah is telling us. He's bringing division. All right, we had our chance in history to come together and do the right thing. It didn't work. Our people are hard-headed. All right, so Yahweh Shah is going to continue to bring division, but the beauty is he's bringing that yachad, or unity, among the elect, the true akim, the true mashapakat, the true family. Go ahead, Art.
And a man's foes shall be of his own household.
Right, your own enemies are going to be the ones that dwell in your crib, man. The majority of our families that we see or that we happen to live with, all right, they don't believe in this thing, man. They know we go out every weekend, they see our diligence, but they don't understand it. All right? They don't have the faith. So when all hell breaks loose, they're going to be quick to take the chip so they can get their rations, and then they're going to give you up. They're going to try to give you up, you know? Go ahead.
Verse 37, he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Right, and that's concerning the work. All right, because when you love something, that love is an action word, you know? So if you're loving something more than Yahweh Shai, that means you're acting on doing something else that's probably worldly as hell, and it's not pushing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so it's not saying don't love your mother. It's saying you can't love her, all right, more than you love Yahweh Shai. Even if she calls, even if you got a father or something like that, they call themselves in the truth, but if they're not really, full-fledged in it, all right, you can't set your affection on them, man, no matter how much you think they know the truth. All right, yeah, Colin, let's keep going.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right, your cross is the tribulation, catching hell. You might be homeless, you might not have a job for a long ass time, you might have no food in the crib, you know what I'm saying? Your children might be acting up in school, you're constantly getting calls and all types of demonic shit going on that you never even seen before coming into this truth, Go ahead.
He that findeth his life shall lose it,
Mm-hmm.
and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're doing. We putting our lives on the line, like the elder Malcolm says. Those who are risking their lives and putting it in jeopardy for this truth, man. We're doing a mighty work. We're on the front lines, man. We are the infantry of Yasha Allah, man. Adawan Ratazah, we're of the elect.
Right.
Go ahead.
The elite forces.
That's right, brother.
He that receiveth you receiveth me.
Mm-hmm.
He that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
Right.
He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
Come.
And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward.
Right, real quick. Hebrews 6:9. Things accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope to the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them, which are men, who through faith and patience inherit promises. And that's why we do this work, man, to inherit the promises, the blessings that were said to be bestowed upon us. You keep going, Akia.
Verse 42, and whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
Right, because that man is coming in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We have people like that. And let me say this. People who are a help unto the men of the Lord, they don't have to say that they're a help. They don't say, well, I'm just a help. That's my lot. No, man. No, that means you have pride. You need to, you don't want to be in that spirit, man, that I'm just a help spirit. No, the men and the women that are a help, they don't say they're a help. And we know some personally, man. I know some personally. All right, they come out to the camp every once in a while, and they help Akim, even not at the camp, man. We're back and forth in contact with them, and they're gonna get their reward because they're part of the elect, man. They're part of the 1/3. There might not be the 144,000 prophets, but they're a help, man. They're the 1/3 of Yasha Allah, and they're gonna get their reward.
Come, hey, hey, brother, and likewise, I could testify to that. Some people, some brothers have people they'll hit up and they'll help them out.
Yep. But yeah, that was the last verse, right?
Yep, that was the last verse.
Yeah, that was it. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Again, we want to say, call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Racha Kwadash. All right. Shalom wa barakim to the elect. Peace and blessings to the elect out there tuning in. Shalom to you. All right. And double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who received this truth, man. And through the spirit, some of those men, if you can receive it, receive this commission here in Matthew's the 10th chapter, just straight up, man.
Right.
Straight up. The spiritual power to heal the lepers, raise the dead, all right? The men of the Lord are going through that and performing that right now in another form through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Racha Kadash. All right, so with that, you want to say any closing words?
Yeah, with or without you,
Yeah, you damn right, bro. Yeah, but with that, you want to say shalom, shalom.
Shalom.